Star again. This video is going to be about Monster High. I haven't done a Monster High video yet. I really love Monster High. And I just found out they took like all of them except for 3 Monster Highs off Netflix, and I'm all sad. The 2 new reboots for the reboot series. Second one they just put on. And then the last one of the previous franchise. So, if you're watching the video, you obviously like Monster High. I love it. There's a series. Well, it's not really a series. Well, yeah, it's a series. Just the episodes are, they call it webisodes. I think they're only on YouTube. I don't know, but they're 5 to 10 minutes at the most. I don't even think they're that long. Like no more than 5 minutes, I don't think. They're all just little skits, basically. I've seen a few of the series, not a fan. But it does kind of give you an insight on some of the characters. Like, it shows Jekyll and Hyde first coming on, and they didn't actually know that they were the same person at first. And then it showed how Jekyll and Claude started dating, and how Claudine did not like it. So when Spectre first came, Howling having a crush on Romulus, and other stuff. I didn't see all of it. Wasn't really interested, but I did see enough to get an insight of the characters. But it's after I already saw the Monster High that I did like. So, but the first movie is with the same animation of the webisodes. I don't know what came first, to be honest. I mean, since they changed the animation, I'm guessing the webisodes would have had to come first. But I like the storyline about werewolves versus vampires, and then everyone hating that Draculaura and Claude were boyfriend and girlfriend, and Draculaura and Claude were best friends, and I just love how it, and then because someone was purposely whispering in their ears, making vampires and werewolves hate one another, because that's what they were used to. But then the group, Draculaura, Howleen, were captured. So was Frankie, Abby, and the headmistress, because they all knew something was going on. Well, the headmistress was captured first because they had to get her out of the way. I forgot the villain's names. Snodgrass was the woman. I forgot the male's name. But and then they had to work together to stop them, which they did. And then they were able to save Monster High because they were threatening of closing it. The storyline I liked. I did not like the animation. It was the same animation as the webisodes. You know, it was a good storyline, good movie, but the animation I was not a fan of. But then after that, they made a series of movies, a whole franchise, which I absolutely loved. I loved the animation, and I loved the storylines. I don't think there's a Monster High movie I actually hate. But like, I don't remember what was the first one. I have the list on my phone somewhere, but I'm not gonna bother with saying it in order. And I don't think it really matters if you do it in order. I think a couple of them might matter if you do them in order. But most of them I usually like to watch them in order. I don't know why, I just do. But I know Ghouls Rules one of the first ones. So was Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love and Friday Night Frights. Ghouls Rule was the Halloween one. Friday Night Frights was the one with the roller skating, where ghouls was not allowed to roller skate. Ridiculous, right? Ghouls are the ghouls, if you did not know. Okay, so first movie was Fright On. I just told you about that one. Then the second movie is Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love? I did not know that. Oh yeah, I guess that's the first one. It's about Draculaura, one of my favorite characters, so yay! Okay. I ended up pulling up the list anyways, so I can tell you a little bit about all the movies. Okay. Let's see. That's where Valentine comes back, and which was her ex from her old school like 400 years ago. and Dracula chose Claude because it was him she was in love with. Valentine might be romantic and what's the word? Cool, I guess. I don't know, but Claude was the one that had her heart, and he had been for a while now. But then he put her under his spell, so they had to save her, or she will basically die. They would never say it because it's a children's movie, but everyone likes children's movies. It's a little secret, right? But they never said it, but that's pretty much what they replied. If they don't save her before he drains her heart by a certain amount of time, or after he drains her heart, then for his collection, then she's basically gonna be dead. And of course they do. And Claude saves her with his love. I really love that. He showed her a box of things of their memories, and she had flashbacks of all of them. It was all sweet, and then she freed Claude and stopped Valentine. Escape from School Shores. That's the one where they go to an island for spring break. They were supposed to be going to Laguna's parents' house, which Gil was all nervous because it's kind of like the whole vampires werewolf thing. Not supposed to be together. Sea creatures and freshwater creatures are not supposed to be together either. Laguna is a sea creature. He's a freshwater creature. But they get sidetracked in an island that they're supposed to be using Frankie, who looks a lot like a human that this beast, Andy, had a thing for back in the day. And this guy, P.T. Barnum, was trying to was trying to catch him. And of course they fail. He fails. And they think he's the freak. The zoo people, I guess. I don't really know. Thought he was the freak and locked him up, which was funny. It was karma is what that was. Then was Ghoul's Rule, which is the Halloween one where they normies versus that's kind of funny. Like first one was there was like vampires versus werewolves, and there was freshwater versus seawater, even though they didn't really get into it that much. And then they should have gotten to that more, to be honest. They had a whole movie dedicated to vampires versus werewolves. I think they should have gotten it more into the sea versus freshwater. And then humans versus normies. Monsters versus normies, because they call humans normies. But they were the normies were trying to make monsters look bad so that everyone would attack them, and then the monsters made them realize that they weren't bad, and they all had a Halloween party at the end. Then there's Friday Night Frights, roller skating, where ghouls were not allowed to roller skate, not roller skate, just play Scream, because it was too dangerous for a ghoul. But then when the gargoyle team, who plays against the rules, cheats basically, injured the entire team, especially Claude, who was the team captain. The ghouls ended up creating their own team. Sucked at first, and then Dracula actually helped them win because she didn't want to at first because she thought she was bad, but then she did, and it was awesome. That's also the first time Rebecca came, which doesn't really make sense. Wait, which one am I talking about? I'm talking about the Friday Night Frights, right? Yeah, that would make sense. I don't think she was in the other ones. Okay, for a second I was thinking she was in one of the other movies, but I don't think she was, actually. Okay, anyways. Scare City of Frights. That's when they go to Paris, because Claudine got a chance for a fashion thing. But, fashion opportunity to work for Monetaire Ghostier. But she turned out to be evil, of course. Let's see. And then they had to save her and Rochelle's boyfriend, Garrett, who went missing. And that's why. She was taking their artists' designs for themselves. Blah, 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 blah. All that crap. Because she ran out of inspiration or something. And they had to stop her. Then 13 Wishes, which is the genie who cast 13 wishes for Halloween. And then Gigi's ghost. Or shadow. Yeah, it was shadow, not ghost. Who's trying to turn her evil and making shadows of everyone, and they had to find 13 pieces of the mirror to show Halloween her true reflection so that she could stop Wisp and herself. And then there's Price Camera Action, which is where another Dracula-based episode where they go to New Orleans because I forgot his name, Lore something, Lord Stoker. Convinced Dracula she was the new vampire queen, because since they lost the crown, no one knows who the vampire queen is. But he wanted to stay in charge, so he wanted someone he could deceive and basically control. And he thought Dracula was the perfect person. But then she sucks trying to seek out the true vampire queen, which turned out to be her childhood friend Elizabeth and Lord Stoker's niece. Then there's Freaky Fusion, which is where they all got fused together by accident, and a bunch of hybrids came to the school. And then, and then Haunted is when they went to Spectre's ghost school and met some new ghost friends. And then the person that everyone was afraid of turned out to be the principal and was giving them detention chains so that she could stop her sentence, shorten her sentence, so she can go out scaring again monsters and humans, I guess. I don't know. And Spectre and Porter had to stop her. Then Boo York was the musical one where they went to Boo York. Duh. And yeah, they went to Boo York, right? I said that. And they sang. Nephra was the bad guy, obviously, and Ramses. They were trying to convince Cleo to marry Seth Ptolemy to reunite their families, even though she's just in high school. Yeah, but she's also, what? She's actually older than Draculaura. Draculaura's 1,600 years old, and she's, I want to say over 5,000 years old. Deuce stops her, and Caddy stops Pharaoh, aka Seth Ptolemy, because they had fallen in love. Torlight was the bad guy in that one too. Not surprised there either. Then there's Great Scary Reef, where they go to Laguna's home, and I think Gil. No. They mentioned that Gil on the one where they went to the island. Gil said that he met her parents. He didn't show it, but he got to see them again. And they had helped Laguna with. I think they had a different actress, because that did not sound like the Laguna I knew for all these movies. But anyways, yeah, I miss the old Laguna. I didn't really like who was playing her in this movie, but it was a good storyline. But then after this, there was no Monster High for a while until they made Welcome to Monster High, which was different animation and different storyline. It was pretty much a reboot. And Dracula was stuck, and it showed her dad. It never showed Dracula in the other movies, which was a nice twist. But they were in hiding from humans. And Dracula meets Frankie, and then Claudine, and just kept meeting monsters. Cleo, Laguna, just kept meeting more and more monsters. And they end up opening the school for monsters so they don't have to stay in hiding. And then Electrified was Claudia was trying to open a salon for humans, and it was going to be a monster salon so that they think that they're not actually monsters and are just dressing up as monsters for their work. And the humans bought it until, what's her name? I forgot her name, but the bad girl from the first from Welcome to the Monster High and then Electrified. I can't remember her name now, but she had a bunch of zomboys, is what she called them, and tried to ruin it. Twyla helped in that one. I like Twyla. See. Favorite characters are Draculaura, obviously. I don't know, I actually have a lot of favorite characters. I love most of the main characters. I love Draculaura, Claude, Deuce and Cleo, Laguna, Claudine. I don't like Frankie. I'm sorry, no. Who else do I like? I like, Twyla and Abby. I like Spectra, but I wouldn't call her my favorite. Same with Opera. I like her, I wouldn't call her my favorite. Dracula, Twyla, Abby, definitely. Deuce is awesome. Cleo is awesome. Lagoon is awesome. I like Gil. I wouldn't call him my favorite, though. And then, let's see, there's couples. My favorite couples, Dracula and Claude, and then Cleo and Deuce. Laguna and Gil. I always thought Twyla and Jackson would be a cute couple because Twyla, her father, the boogeyman, prefers to do, say he eats fears and, or no, he eats nightmares from monsters so that they don't have to have nightmares. She does it for humans because she doesn't think normies are that bad. I just think that I always thought they would be a cute couple. Let's see. Abby and Heath, definitely. They kind of look like they were thinking about putting Heath with Jennifer, and maybe it's because they both have fire. They both can do fire things with fire or whatever. But I think I really like him with Abby because they had a chemistry. They did. It showed it in some of the earlier movies, like in the Halloween one, Ghouls Rule. It showed them, their chemistry. I think that's the one. No, that one was mostly about Holt. And which one was it? Which one am I thinking of? No, it was the Halloween one because at the end, because she saved his life, then he got all ashamed, and then he was trying to save her life throughout the movie, and then he did without thinking at the end, and then they danced together at the party. And you know the whole ice and fire thing, and they're cute. They should have been a couple. But yeah, my least favorite character is probably Frankie, Nephra, Torlai, Ramses. Is that all? I think that's all I can think of as right now. I also love Spectra with Porter. Let's see. Caddy with Pharaoh, definitely. That's all I can think of right now. But yeah, I love Monster High. I do. I hated that they did a reboot with the animation, and I think I like the first animation better. I mean, that animation is better than the one with the series in that one movie, but it's worse than the animation with most of the movies that we're all used to. But but the movies, but the storyline of the ones that I'm used to, because with the first animation and the second one's my favorite, as I told you like a million times already. The storyline is the same. They never actually changed the storyline. The characters are the same. The storylines are the same. But then this new animation, it was a full on. It wasn't just a new animation. It was a full on reboot. So different, same characters. The characters seem pretty much the same, except just a completely different storyline. It shows when they all first meet, which is not because on there is they already have met, you know, and I don't know. I just like it better the original way, I guess. Most things are better the original way. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Monster High. I'll probably make another Monster High video eventually. So please like and subscribe and comment your thoughts on Monster High, favorite characters, couples, least favorite characters and couples, your thoughts on some of the movies. Oh, I forgot to say what my favorite movies were. I don't know if I have a favorite movie, but I do have some I prefer. Like Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love? Ghouls Rule was pretty funny. Friday Night Frights, 13 Wishes, Frights Camera Action, Freaky Fusion, Haunted, and Boo York are probably my favorites. I know that sounds like a lot of them, but that's not all of them because I didn't mention Fright On, even though it is a good movie. Other I mentioned Escape from School Shore, or Scare City Frights, or Great Scary Reef, or Welcome to Monster High Electrified. Now that I don't like any of them, obviously, like I said, there's not a Monster High movie I actually hate. Fight On, good storyline, bad animation, and Welcome to Monster High and Electrified. I mean, they're not terrible, and there were things I liked. Like I liked the end of Welcome to Monster High when Dracula stopped. That one, bad, cool. But yeah, so I just wish they didn't do a reboot. But you can't change it now. So that'll be all. So see ya. I'm gonna make another video. I'm gonna make several videos right now. I'm outside watching my siblings, so I'm probably making several videos since I'm really behind in videos. Oh yeah, before I go, Monster High, Harry Potter, sure, yay! Sorry, I had to. I love Harry Potter, best movie ever. See ya.